The Lakers get the win. They end the 5-game skid, and it was a needed win. Big game, James.
Yeah, it was a much-needed win. And, on the road, they seem to be able to get together a little bit more focused than when they're at home. I thought LeBron continued to do what he's been doing for the last 5 or 6 games. He led this team tonight, and so did Westbrook. The two elites, I think they had triple doubles.
Yep.
Geeter. So you have to give them credit for leadership. Yeah. But the two guys that really stood out to me were Carmelo off the bench. Yeah. 24 and 9, and also Malik Monk.
Yeah, 5 to 6 games for LeBron and 19 years, by the way. Yeah. He's been doing that. Truly incredible. And, hey, this is a treat for you guys. Let's go back to Houston. We're now joined by LeBron James. And LeBron, I got Meta World Peace and Big Game with me. And we were having some fun saying Mike and Kareem. Yeah, Mike and Kareem, Wilt, Shaq, LeBron. The long list of great centers in the history of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, man, I just try to do whatever it takes for this team. If it's playing the point guard like I've done in previous years, or playing the wing spot where, kind of my natural position, or, in the case for us tonight, I'm playing the center, starting at center for the first time in my career. And, we was able to get off that 5-game losing streak. So, we needed every second of it.
I was going to say, LeBron, sometimes you just got to get a win, right? Shortened rotation, 8 guys. 2 of those guys weren't even on the team a week ago. 5 guys in double figures, 4 of them over 20. How important was it to have that balance tonight?
It was big time. We needed the energy and effort from everybody. Coming off the tough loss in the Christmas Day game, we got some big contributions. Melo was spectacular off the bench once again. And then we inserted Leak into the starting lineup, and, he just picked up where he left off on the Christmas Day game. So, everybody gave us great minutes, including, DC, and also Stanley, too. They haven't been with us much lately, but, there was big-time minutes they gave us.
LeBron, we talked about how you guys have only had 10 practices.
That's crazy.
This year, only 10. And it's not even January yet. So it looks like you guys are starting to figure out, maybe trying to turn the corner. What has it been like for you to kind of go through this process? And then what do you think it's going to take to continue this flow that you guys have going right now?
Well, big game has been challenging, in the simple fact that, we have, had guys in and out of lineup because of injury or COVID and safety and health protocols, or, I had a suspension in myself. So the lineups has been changing so much. But, as of late, we're starting to get our guys back. We got Dwight back. We got Avery back tonight. It was big time for us. And then we added some veteran guys, like I said, and Darren Collison and Stanley Johnson. But, the nucleus that we had from the beginning, myself, Russ, Melo, Malik, and a lot of the other guys that played some good minutes. But, we had a great practice yesterday, at our facility. And that was the first time we had a practice in a long time where we literally got up and down, went through a lot of our offensive, defensive sets of how we want to play and how we want to be, on the game, and who's going to be on the floor during certain times. So, that practice yesterday was tremendous for our ball club.
Yeah, LeBron, man, great game, man. Really excited to see you guys win. So what is it going to take for you guys, to find that rhythm? Now, you just spoke about it, this prior, but what is it going to take for you guys to rhythm? I know 10 practices is not enough.
No, it's not, Meta, and you just said it. 10 practices is definitely not enough, and because of, the landscape of what's going on this year, we haven't been able to get on the court. We had a few practices scheduled, and then we had 4 or 5 guys that was put in protocol, so, they got canceled. So as we continue to get guys back, hopefully, TA is back soon, and Rook, AR-15, hopefully he's back soon, and we start getting our guys back, and then down the line, AD will come back. So, we'll continue to work our habits. We'll continue to, work the chemistry out on the floor, in the film sessions. And when we can get some practices, we got to work that habit as well. So, like I said, yesterday was a heck of a practice for us. We needed it, and it all came together tonight here in Houston.
LeBron, we always appreciate your time, and Meta said he's ready for a 10-day if you need him. Thank you, my man.
Listen, hey, Meta, stay ready, because we may need your ass, man.
Hey, get some rest if you can. Travel safely. We'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, King James.
King
Appreciate it.
James.
I appreciate it.
By the way, 11 of 15, he's had 30. 5 straight. Tonight, like he said, starting at the 5 for the first time. And then the balance, James. Where do you want to start? Let's start with LeBron, obviously. That was nice to have him on the air there.
Yeah, he's a. Seems like a lot of times it's a man playing amongst boys. I mean, he has a lot of experience. He's kept himself in great shape. He understands the theory and the science of the game from game to game. He can adjust on the fly. He can play multiple positions, and he seems to know his opponents very well because he takes advantage of situations. So, I don't know, man. I don't think I've ever seen an all-star elite player play this efficient in 19 years. Kobe didn't do it. Kareem didn't do it. I don't know that's played. Michael Jordan didn't do it. I don't know anybody in their 19th year that's playing like it's their 5th year. I mean, it's amazing what he's doing.
Another triple-double, too.
Another triple-double. I mean, yeah, I agree. And, I mean, I'm a Michael Jordan fan because I grew up, in that era. But you're right. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, year 19. Special. What do you think about him at the 5, obviously? I mean, listen, it's we didn't get a chance to ask him, but it's a challenge, so it's something different. The focus has to change. I noticed tonight, Meta, like it's amazing. The efficiency still, the triple-double still, but operating at a different part of the basketball floor. You see him in the post a lot. You see him initiating the screen and rolls without the ball, things like that, and still being able to get the job done. And then defensively, which you know a lot about, anchoring that defense. The energy is just up.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a guy like that that's seen it all, 10 finals right now, it's kind of heading into April, heading into May. He got to turn it up. And that type of, effort is going to be contagious for everyone else. So I think you can see people starting to pick up and make less mistakes. So hopefully it can continue.
Yes, 7 of 9 from the line, only 3 turnovers. I think he might be finding that the closer he gets to the cup by posting up smaller players, it's going to be a lot easier.
He was a bully
for him.
tonight.
Less fouls. He's not coming downhill where he's potentially getting an offensive foul. And I think he might enjoy posting up players and being able to turn and score quicker than he would facing the buckets. Might be a new dimension for him.
Yeah. I mean, he's 260 and Nwaba, as we know, is a great defender, but still a little too small for King James.
Meta, he's always going to be a matchup nightmare for guys if he plays down there as well, right? Because of the style, because he's down low, you got a wing on him. He's always going to have more weight than them. He's going to be stronger than them.
Yeah, be stronger and he can pass. I remember when I used to guard LeBron, especially early in his career, the thing that got me the most was his passing ability. Because once he passes it, I'm also a team defender, so I had to get in, shell defense, help out. He gets the ball back. He's attacking downhill. So he has so many different dimensions to his game.
I asked him about that balance, James, and it's something that we've wanted here in the studio. The coaches have wanted. LeBron himself has wanted, and some nights it is there, and some nights it's not. Some nights guys are hitting their shots. Malik Monk being healthy, again, has been huge. Carmelo off the bench. I mean, when you look at the 5 guys out of 8, and like I said, 2 of those guys weren't on the team a week ago. 5 out of 8, double figures. By the way, Stanley had 9, but 4 of these guys are over 20. We're talking Russ with a triple-double, 24, 12, and 10. Carmelo, 4 of 8 from 3 with 24. Malik, big game, James, 25 on 50%, 3 of 7 from 3. And then LeBron starting at the 5, getting a 32, 11, and 11 triple-double. How important is that to this team?
It's critical. And if they don't learn from this, man, it's going to be a big loss. They need to learn from this. At halftime, I think they had 9 assists. They ended up with 27. That's what they need to get to. The ball is moving. You never know who's going to score. It's moving. The defense is moving. All of a sudden, someone's wide open. You got to take that shot. It's a natural, non-thinking way of playing. So I love the way LeBron played when he's in the post, particularly. He's a quarterback. He drops so many dimes when he gets it in the mid post. So I just love the versatility and being unpredictable. Monk. Carmelo off the bench. You had guys, really playing the game the way I think going forward they need to play. More versatile and more unpredictable.
You know what I loved about it, Meta? You look at all 5 of those guys and all 4 of those guys that were over 20, everyone's over 14 shot attempts. When you're in Houston and you're in Sacramento, you're in Indiana, you had the ball in your hands a lot. When you came to the Lakers, you had to adjust that role. How hard is it for some of these guys to find that consistency when you're kind of waiting? Tonight was great because they were getting their shots as well.
I mean, it's really hard. If you're a guy like Monk or even THT, this is new for you, so you're going to try and play the right way. But if you're a guy like Melo, Westbrook, even Howard, you're used to playing a certain way. right? So you got to be able to. One thing I used to do was just win the possession. And when we won the possession as a team, I felt good about that. So I wasn't really thinking necessarily about scoring or my numbers. It's all about winning the possessions, with the 5 guys that's out there.
Westbrook much more efficient tonight when you look at his shot chart, 10 of 17. Malik Monk here, he is 7 of 14. Efficient night for these